My beautiful stars, reading time. I've got an obsessed and stressed collective. You could be on a crossroads, stressing about a certain decision, someone connected to you. All right. I'm going to start with our Mystic Rose today. Let's sort out this energy. Okay, main collective. What's your focus? Mask. Ascending. We love that. All right, so right now you're learning, transcending, preparing for union, especially with self, especially if it is you guys and you're sitting on a decision and you're not rushing a decision that maybe you would have in the past. You are transcending. You're coming into a new phase right now, so you can feel a shift in you. That's good. This, not so much. Certain memories are coming up right now. Feeling trapped. I do feel it's this collective. I feel there's a certain crossroads. You feel like you have a big decision right now. Stuck, feeling like you're in a mental prison, feeling a little bit captive with your emotion. Reminiscing, dwelling over good times and bad. You're looking back right now. Okay, this clown energy. There's something here you're focusing on: humiliation, shame. Maybe this is why you're holding yourself back from a certain decision. You don't want to feel humiliated. Especially in the past, I'm seeing my Queen of Cups in reverse, that this situation made you feel quite gullible. Maybe in the past, when it came to whatever this was, you tended to kind of lead with emotion. You wouldn't sit still before making any important decisions. This card also says appearance, and I just hope this collective, you're not really being hard on yourself, and like I'm hearing that body face dysmorphia. Just side note, I hope you're not feeling that way. And I am also hearing maybe this situation at hand, there's just a lot of talk around it, which maybe in the past there was certain things that were spoken here that unfortunately, I don't want to say slander, but it made you feel a little bit humiliated. Don't make it fit, because I feel this is tied into your crossroads here. It could be also fear of rejection. Alright, one more for your top row. Two more. Alright, it's something to do with a certain date here. Meeting up, planning discussions. I don't want to say dating multiple people. I'm kind of avoiding saying that. I feel it's more a crossroads with, do you move forward with this or don't you? But it is paired with jealousy. There could be multiple people involved here. Maybe that is part of this, I don't want to say humiliation, but you don't want to feel like an option. But rumors. That's the, I feel whatever this situation was, there was a lot of talk in the background. Once upon a time, even now, especially if there was in the past, you could still think more internally, a little bit paranoia, trapped in the mind over memories, that there's just unnecessary talk about this situation, talking behind your back. I want one more for that jealousy card. You know what card I'm seeing in my mind? I'm seeing that in the love pop, the odious opinions. I feel whatever situation this was that you were in, I don't think you realize there was talk going on in the background. I don't think you realize there was opinions flying around about whatever connection this is to you. And whoever this person was, unfortunately, may have relayed some intimate details about your connection, or said certain things that were kind of mistruths to others, and it kind of snowballed, right? I just feel this main collective, you feel there's a lot of talk about you right now, and it's part of this, I'm just feeling this is a big cloud over this collective's mind. One more for this jealousy. Pursuit, so chasing. Maybe this is someone that as well, even though, especially if you didn't know at the time this person was running their mouth a little bit, and you did end up chasing and putting in excessive effort towards them, of course that's going to make you feel, again, humiliated, gullible, right? Like if you were completely invested and you thought this person was, but then there they were in the background. And then we've got surprise here, unexpected action. I do think something unexpected's happened for this collective, because again, there's something about a big decision that you're sitting on and you don't know to move forward or not. Someone may be showing up, but an unexpected change here. I am also hearing this, I'm going to say this because I wanted to confirm this with this jealousy card. If you've had someone now pop up in your energy, especially around this time of year, our retrogrades, the Pluto, hidden truths about self, Mercury in its shadow phase, and it makes sense with why you're going through nostalgia with certain things. It really is to bring up a lot of our own internal karmic lessons. So I've been telling you guys, whatever you're fixated on, whatever you're emotionally overwhelmed about, try and see it outside of the box, because it's a lesson for self. If you've had someone just turn up unexpectedly and you feel like they're actually putting in quite a bit of energy to get this back on the same page, and you yourself have started to move on, getting yourself back out there, you could be questioning their intention, especially if you know or you think this person knows you've moved on. Are they just doing it because they're kind of, I don't want to say jealous, but I'm seeing that possessive card. And if that is the case, you would have seen in your connection with this person, jealousy. They would have made it quite clear they were quite a jealous person. But I am also hearing another thing. You could really be evolving in life. You could be on a pursuit of achievement and greatness, and things are unexpectedly unfolding for you right now. And you could also feel there's some people in the background, kind of green-eyed monsters, the jelly bellies. Again, this is main collective's focus. Okay, ascending. Oh, you are definitely wanting to move differently than you did in the past. This getaway, I think it's more getaway from past energy right now, especially of self. Like the things that you wish you did differently. It's definitely a focus for this collective. I want one more for that. And there is something about it. This is a big detail. But you are ascending from this influences around you. Can I say something? I held myself back from saying it before. Whenever the universe is wanting us to reflect on an internal lesson, right? This collective, I do think you think other people in your life might have kind of that jelly belly energy towards you, and there's unfortunately certain talk in, let's say, work situations, friendship situations, whatever it is. But because that's a focus for you right now in another area, especially if with this other connection, you've never really thought about this, the slander in the background, how this person might have, humiliated you with certain things they said, certain messages, or, picked whatever that they shared with others, especially if that's never really been a focus. And right now, you're not just focusing on it with this, you're focusing on it with other areas. There's a lesson to be learned with self, right, collective? You'll know what I'm saying. I feel this is a big thing. Like there's a lot here again that your higher self is wanting you to ascend from focusing on external interference, right? You could even be thinking that this person has people in their ear, you know, influencing them with their decisions. I just think the collective, one of your main focuses, not just this person, there's other areas of your life. And again, with this person, you may even think there's influences around them, but they're trying to ascend you from this outlook. Other people involved, manipulation, third parties. I always tell you guys, whatever's meant to be will always be. And if things went into destruction because of people, whatever the case, it was part of your story, it was part of your lesson. But when we go outside of ourselves and we, unfortunately, I don't want to say blame others, but we focus on others, we're taking the lesson away from self and the self-development from self. Influences or not, things spoken or not, and I'm not trying to make light of it, but it unfolded the way it needed to, right? This collective, you're ascending, you're growing. Whatever this situation was in the past, it was keeping you blocked. It needed to be removed. If anything, I always say when we see influences and stuff, thank them. Thank them because they're growing you, right? There's something here. And this is for a collective, it's heavily on your mind. Again, don't make it fit. They're trying to, this time period, right, cosmic energy, get you to ascend from this, because it harbors resentment and anger and frustration, right? And you don't even know it. Okay, memories. You could have thought that there was, and I have quite a few divine collectives that unfortunately, again with influences, all of these cards, you could have thought there was magic energy work being done in the background to affect whatever this connection was. Someone was hexing you, there was spell work, negativity. Another thing I'm hearing, especially this clown energy, if you think magic was involved, you're clearly a magical being yourself. You could have thought this person was really judging you for your craft or how you kind of walk through life. There was a little bit of talk about this as well. Like if you think someone's doing this, you yourself understand the power of this, and you probably, I don't want to say you do this to others, but you clearly know about energy, and it wouldn't surprise me if you work with energy. But you literally could have thought these people were putting you in this category. There's something about memories here. Again, this is main collective's focus. Influences, these jelly bellies, it's here. What are you trapped in? Oh gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. I've been sneezing a lot lately. See my nose. Oh, it's going. So, missing piece, but trying to detach. You feel like your heart's been locked away for a long time. You haven't been able to move forward. It's starting to captivate you again. And I don't think you like it, because look at how your mind is going. You could also think, I'm hearing this, I'm going to say it. You could think right now, especially if this emotion has just these memories and this tunnel vision, which again, I think it's more the cosmic energy illuminating this for self right now, because they're wanting you to ascend from something. But you could think, maybe not so much witchcraft, but you could think someone's playing with your energy, trying to manifest you, doing subliminals on you, or you could actually think someone's doing energy, like... I'm hearing it, I'm gonna say it. If this, like, especially with this, you feel you've been doing so well and now you're just captive by this emotion again, you could be questioning if someone's in your energy, kind of pulling at your threads right now. This clown, this is sad. like I said, I don't think it's ever been a focus for you in the past, but now there's something here. I don't know if someone showed you proof or confirmation, finding out certain truths that this person unfortunately did some silly things or relayed some messages you had once shared. Like I'm seeing like screenshot. There's something here about you feeling humiliated. That's sad. It's like you think a lot of people know your business right now. All right, coffee date and this jealousy, that's kind of one row, isn't it? Oh, you're triggered. This row is triggering because remember I said I feel this area has ignited thought pattern in other areas. You're triggered. Flashbacks, questioning if there's... Talking to myself. As I was reading this very rarely happens. This very rarely happens, but I'm feeling it. I feel I could be reading more of a masculine energy unless you're really shining stronger in your... Like, I feel like this could be a very mirrored message with you and whoever's connected to you. The reason I'm saying this, I felt it as I was reading this Memories and Witchcraft, because I find a lot, especially in the divine community, those masculines go through so much karma and so much sudden destruction. It's like every time they feel they're taking a step forward in life, fate intervenes and something happens. And for a long time, you've got to remember, true divines, your spirituality, your gifts, it scares the out of them. They run. They're running away from their hierophant, their high priestess. And 9 times out of 10, they literally think you're doing energy work. You guys get random phone calls at the start. Stop playing with my energy. What are you doing? Like, you guys, there's a reason I'm hearing this. And I felt it when I was reading this row. I felt masculine energy, memories of feeling hexed and certain things happening or certain conversations that other people were involved with, right? And as soon as I saw this triggered and I started reading the trauma bond, inner child wounds, attracting toxicity, I was just hearing masculine, masculine, masculine. I feel this, right, collective, and I will sort it out. I always say this, it's very rare that we pick up masculine energy because it's normally feminine energy, and you don't need to be male, female, but whoever's leading more in the emotional standpoint, the spiritual standpoint is who's watching tarot, right? Masculines tend to lead with logic, but we have ascending here. So if everything I've said, it resonated with you, but it wasn't like I'm feeling, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like someone's watching this collective, right? And it's like, because normally I say, this is your focus, but I feel whoever the right collective is, as you were watching, it was like more stirring up memories. It was not like this is what you're focusing on. But as I was talking about the humiliation and the slander, it's like, actually, yeah, there was. Like, I feel, right, collective, you'll know what I'm saying. You'll know exactly what I'm saying. This magnifying glass clown, I feel whoever this person is, I'm not going to lie, I feel there's things here they know they'll be humiliated if found out. Like, I feel there's been some things done in the background, because whoever you're connected to, I genuinely think they thought you were doing things in their energy, right? And I think they did some silly things. And I think right now this person, because remember I said, it's like if you think that they know you've moved on or you've moved on, this is why they're pursuing you. I more feel this person is stressed that you're moving on. They want to come in. Something about their jealousy is being activated. They're questioning if they should pursue you, but the surprise, unexpected, like how you're going to take it, it's triggering them, but they're holding on to faith, right? Right, collective, you'll know what I'm saying. And now this person ascending, wanting to get away from the influences, the talk, the things that unfortunately did keep them away here. But again, as I explain the energy to you, everything happens for a reason. And I was telling you guys, this shouldn't be focused on everything happened for a reason. It's like there's a reason I read it as you guys first. I genuinely feel this collective in an odd way. You're really mirroring here. You know what we're going to do? These readings always confuse me. Again, it's very rare they come up. I just want to see this energy. I want to see the heart space here. For this, let's just clear this out. Sunglasses, watching. Are you watching this person right now? Because if not, whoever this is, there's sunglasses watching. This one, I never say this, but I'm saying it. You're going to have to take it as it fits. And if you're really mirroring, you're going to find very similar energy in both, right? But for this heart space, watching right now, stalking, looking at profiles, watching, looking. Oh, I hate the word stalking because that's creepy, right? Like that stalking isn't just looking at your profiles. That's some weird stuff. Watching, looking, stalking, but gaslighting, focusing out, obsession, obsessed and stressed. I really hope I don't. The right collective won't be confused. The right collective won't be confused. Okay. Heart space of this energy, please. I always tell you guys this. When we're reading a collective, right, the reason we can tap into, because we're reading into your tent, we're reading into what is connected to your soul, the threads of your soul, right? So let's say main collective, this isn't your main energy. What's shining out strongest in the middle of your soul right now? Connected energy. Why? Because they're in your tent. They're in your tent without you knowing. They're accessing your energy, evil eye. They're accessing your energy without you being aware of it. If you are solely tied, remember I was saying here, it's like these emotions have just come up out like over you. I'm going to get my cosmic deck because I guarantee this collective, you've got more red than yellow cards here. Because if this is not your main energy, this person is coming through stronger than you, right? Anyone that watches me regularly, I always start with you guys. And there's a reason for everything in a reading. When I get confused like this, you would be so confused right now, the right collective. Before this before this reading, you wouldn't know what's going on with your energy. Not today, this part here. The not dealing, the avoiding, the hurt, avoiding the conversations here. So, creep in the background. This is good. Paradise. I think this is maybe what's triggering them and upsetting them. But this card here about happiness, expansion, joy, oneness, going within, but memories trapped, love locked in. When you used to enjoy each other, they could really be reflecting trapped in memories over, unfortunately, some hurtful things, boundaries that were put up here. Addiction. This card is about obsession. So it's obsessed and stressed. Codependent, obsession, possession. Felt that here. Controlling, has a block. Trying to restrain themselves. Oh, this is good. We love this. We love this. Ascending. Trying to focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation, especially if they're starting to remove things that block them. This clown and magnifying glass, this row, I'm not going to lie, my angels, I feel there is some things, how I was explaining it to you, especially if you don't know it for fact, but this is what you've been thinking, there's a reason it came out. I feel there was some silly things here done in the background. And they've got regret over it. All right, sunglasses. Oh, sorry. Wanting to be careful. Hand of cards. taking a chance but risky, being strategic, not showing their hand right now. Not today. Oh, you got 2 here. Oh, that's good. I felt reflection. I felt that was more of a past memory they're going over, trapped, locked in. We've got butterfly over this, and we've got self-indulgence. That's good. This row's terrible, the first row. Wanting relationship to evolve to the next phase, but healing inner child growth. There is healing going on here. So this getting triggered, holding on to faith, ascending, this is good. To someone new, right? But also jealous over you finding someone new. The fact we've got butterfly in here, there's a new outlook coming. And this is about planning, setting a date, right? So again, collective, are you on a crossroads because you want to approach someone and plan and set a date? Like, oh, this person, shit reeks. I think they're trying to find out if you have moved on. I want one more for these sunglasses and hand of cards. I don't like that one. Cassette, oh, they're replaying events, trapped over and over, conditioning. This clown. This, I think, scares them. Outdated thinking, conditioning events, replaying events over and over in their mind. Paradise. Oh. Field of influence, but seduction. Third party interference. So when you guys did, remember I said memories of like how you guys used to enjoy each other? I think there was third party influence, interference. But even right now, I do think this person, there's a big question mark of where you are in life right now. What are you doing? Are you creating paradise with someone else? Again, have they found someone new? They're obsessed. I'm going to get this person's hidden secret soon, and then I want to get your energy. I'm going to reshuffle this for your energy. I have a feeling you guys are... okay, this addict... Oh! Twin flames. And that's what happens when you find out about twinny energy. Once you activate to the frequency, you guys become obsessed. You just constant sponge. Learn. Twin flame, obsession, possession. It's blocking them though. Why didn't it come out here? I want one more. Maybe I'm hearing, maybe they're questioning, especially if they think you moved on. Heart with a key. Locked in, trapped. But have you met someone else? Do you think they are your twin? Do you think someone else is? I'm hearing that specifically. Okay, self-indulgence through this separation. Right now, what they're going through, sadness, missing you, unsure of the future. This is the unsure of fretting. Main collective, or not main collective, connected energy to main collective, heart space. Unless this really is just a... Anyway, they confuse me. I just quickly want to get Heart's Hidden Secrets here. And I want to get just a couple of emotion cards. And then we're going to tap into you guys. Hold on. That is just one big, messy section. Heart's hidden secrets. This person's heart's hidden secrets. Stop it! Sorry. I'm not normal. Don't judge me. I'm going to have to get my purple deck for you guys. This could be a confession, unveiling something, wanting to come clean. Message. I always say confession is different to communicate. Just remember that one. I'm going to put these down here. Confession. Heal it. Maybe. There has been quite a few healing cards, but I don't know. It's the energy I'm feeling. I'm not saying this person's not healing, but I can feel myself being a little bit spicy with this person. And it could be coming from collective. You could just be at your breaking point with this whole thing. But I just, like, there's been some nice cards. Even here, ascending and having faith and shifting thought pattern. But I don't know. Something's feeling a little off. I'm going to be honest. Releasing, purifying, cleansing. This is their heart's hidden secrets. So, one, you don't know this stuff that needs to be confessed. You would have no idea this person's healing, butterfly, self shadow, like you would know. This is hidden. Again, they're spying. I'm going to get the cosmic deck this is going to be a long reading. I'm going to get the cosmic deck. Ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, the good times. So memories, but I think they're addicted to you, that addicted card. They're finding information out about you. You know what I'm saying? Remember, like, I think it was like last month, I had a reading, I had a couple in that month of someone not just checking your socials, but Googling you and trying to, like, they were like really spying, checking family accounts, friends, like they were getting into it, right? I'm seeing that in my mind right now. And the fantasy of ya. Daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. You got this person hooked. Imagining what could have been is what I just heard. All right. Their clouded judgment for so long, the influences, the way they ran away, things that they did, really silly Billy. Illusions, the unbalanced, how distorted they were. Look at that lightning bolt. I think it's just like through them right now. Twin flame journey. Okay, I just want to confirm confessions. Talking to myself, I wanted to confirm confessions. Don't make this fit. So their confession is something about foundation, right? I feel it's, again, influences. I feel this is more for when you guys, whatever the interference was here, when you had security, when you guys were established, you could have been creating a family, have a family, or I don't think this is a confession of, like, just deep emotion. I think there's far more going on here, especially with this row, this witchcraft. Like, I feel there's more here. It could be wanting to talk. I don't know about that. Let's get one more. Foundation, confession. Their perspective's shifting, but their perspective on things too. Maybe a bit of both. Why they left to clear their headspace, thinking they were better off. There's a confession here, definitely. Something about more towards your ending, but maybe their perspective is in the midst of shifting. Maybe that's why I'm still a little bit spicy here. All right, healing. Let's get one for healing. What are they healing? Oh, their bitterness. The not today, right? This is good. The resentment, the anger, the hurtful, what this person could have been mean. Or even certain things maybe you said that were hurtful. They're healing. They're healing. Makes sense. What was underneath the not today? Butterfly. Evolving. Spying. Oh, pain. So whatever they're seeing. Oh, daggers. Pandora's box. I always say don't do it. This person's in your box right now and it's killing them. And that, do you know what that means? They don't always spy on you. Which means you pain them. They would have you blocked on everything. It's like something's called them cosmic energy. I'm about to get cosmic trigger in a second to check in on you, and now they're on loop. And whatever they're seeing, it's destroying them. So maybe they haven't, I'm hearing 3, maybe it's been about 3 months since they've checked in your energy. I wouldn't even say 3 weeks. Like I'm feeling they're seeing you and there's a shift. And there's something that's like, oh, in their soul, right? And also pain over this magnifying glass, this clown. This ties into this. Apprehensive, afraid. That means this person, you really did impact their heart. Like if they've tried to completely just close out your energy and they can't see you, it's too much for them, right? It's not one, like it's not someone that's always watching you. It's a, I feel there's been like a, all right, I just want one for both of these. Fantasy. Oh, breaking point. Everything happens for a reason. Timing especially. They're extremely overwhelmed. They've hit their limit. All right, one for what do they hit? Heart's hidden secrets, clouded judgment. The longing. They were pushing it away. They weren't. Denial. And there's denial at the bottom of that deck. They were clouded when they were craving and aching. Time will heal all wounds. Oh, that's good. I was expecting red. I ain't even gonna lie. You got Fortune Weaver here. Oh, there we go. Your energy, number 4. Masculine energy. Spin the web of prosperity right now. Small actions lead to big rewards. Focus on consistency and the right collective. This would be over you. Don't make a fit. Focusing on consistency and patience. Prosperity is the result of your ongoing efforts, not immediate, which means you've been consistently just pushing yourself, right? Small steps, big accomplishments. The dead end path. So this person thinking it's overstressing, right? Spying what's going on. Number 70. They've been going on a road to nowhere. So they'd be looking at their life right now thinking, and I think it's more as well feeling like this is a dead end. So unless you of recent have been really feeling that, this ain't going nowhere. I'm walking away from this. I've had a few collectives fit. Wings of weakness. They're weak. 47. Okay, so I always say this. Do not mistake this energy for you. This collective, there is something about your golden glow. You're just focusing on yourself. You're in patience. You're focusing on consistency. Small steps, big accomplishments. You're not having any big wins right now. There's nothing like, woo! But it's like you just, Ace of Pentacles journey. You're puttering along, right? But anything that's coming over you that's making you want to give up or thinking of certain endings, things can't move forward, questioning your faith for things, clear. Anything that's coming over you that's making you feel weak or making you talking to myself. I said you feel out of reach right now. This says their aspirations feel out of reach. I said you, and then I said look at this person. It looks like they're praying to the heavens, stressing. So again, don't mistake this energy for your own. Oh, the Enchantress. You're magnetizing. You're magnetizing. Your charm is captivating those around you. This person looking at your socials is putting daggers through their soul. So there is something here. Your influence is magnetic right now. Use your charisma and charm to create connections that open doors for you. Your ability to captivate others will pave your way to success. We've got 2 and 2 here. I ain't even gonna lie. I thought these were all gonna be pretty much red. So they're coming in strong then. Watch from the beginning. But again, mirroring in an odd way. Okay, veil of deception. We know that. You've got 98 and 4. 984, you could be seeing angel number 489. But 9th of the 8th, 8th of the 9th, birth date, 70 and 47. 4th of July could have been an important memory, or the 7th of April. Again, oh my God, we've been talking about grace all last week, right? You've got wings of grace. They've got wings of weakness. Soar with elegance and ease right now. Don't mistake it for your own. And what does this mean? What were we speaking about all last week? Whatever's coming next, no over-explaining, no reactiveness, no graceful. Graceful. And they've got, oh, the Desert Mirage, questioning everything. And let's be real, if they really are, watch your whole reading, addicted to this twin flame journey at the moment, you think you're losing your marbles when you start learning about this journey. Wouldn't surprise me. All the distractions, number 18, all the distractions led them astray with illusions. But now they're feeling like they're chasing unattainable goals, aka collective, and whatever else is in their life. This is sad. Dead end path. It's never gonna, wings of weakness. So keep achieving. So you're learning in this without you knowing. Again, mirroring, I always talk about threads. The more determination, the more consistency, the more you keep puttering along and don't give in to weakness. Don't start thinking things are going to fail. What's going to help on their end? Everything they're wanting to give up on, everything they're weak, everything that they think is not going to, you just keep puttering along. Keep doing your thing. You're putting that beautiful, powerful energy into this thread, right? Relieving wings of weakness. Keep being gentle right now. Manifestation flame. Oh, your ancestors are coming through you. So you'd feel a shift internally. And my flame is about to go out. Hold on. I had to put a new candle in. So right now, call forth ancestral guidance, the wisdom of those before you are supporting your journey. Honor the lesson. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going back to the beginning. There is a reason this energy has come out before your energy, especially if your ancestors are around, like you feel very protected, right? Remember I said there must be so much for this to be coming out before you. This person is like swallowing your energy. Not the case. Everything in a reading happens for a reason. It's like it was meant to unfold the way... I feel it's literally your ancestors in a really odd way. They're creating a bit of magic here, especially if this is a true divine journey and you yourself are on the verge of giving up, right? Or you're really angry right now. There's a reason. That very first part I was talking about the influences, not holding on to it, and I was meant to read it as you at first. Number 21. All right, let's just see. Please, do they have a yellow card? They do! Sorry, but that fell on you, inner flame, on top of your ancestors. They're igniting your inner flame right now, but they are igniting their inner flame, igniting their inner drive. It's coming. It's coming. Just right now, they're feeling a bit sorry for themselves, so don't be feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, but then the doubt comes over them. They're just in doubt. They're in doubt. Whatever they're seeing for you, it is like paining them. They're comparing. They're getting triggered. Oh, I came to my mind. Are you comparing with others right now? Are you comparing? Are you getting triggered? Even if it's not this person, because you're feeling their energy. But I always say how your brain is making you think that who you're getting triggered by or who you're comparing yourself to, you think it's you. And you're probably asking yourself, why am I comparing? Why am I getting triggered? What am I not seeing here? This person, that came to my mind very specifically. That's a detail. Number 93. There's doubt. Their confidence. I've got to get emotion cards here. Oh, tables are turning. Hold on, one more. Just one more. I hope we get one more yellow for them. You're fine. Oh, Garden of Serenity. They will find peace. Courage elixir through the rusting chains. Good. Perfect. So they will get it. They will get their courage through everything that's been rusted and put on hold. They just have to ignite that flame. I want one more for you. Let's see if there's a red energy blocking you at all. Don't be exhausted right now. Keep going. Small steps, big accomplishments. Nah. You're fine. Okay, you've got everything in the dark is being illuminated. I don't think this has hit you yet, though. In moments of uncertainty, a glimmer of hope it says glides your way. Well, number 31. You're fine. Okay, let's just see. I want to see your emotion towards this, their emotion towards this, their perspective towards you, your perspective towards them. Actually, first I want to... You feel blessed. Sorry. I think this is more you feel blessed. Maybe you feel blessed to have known them. If you're really coming into center, you would understand. You'd be letting go of resentment. Thank you for everything. Grateful. I don't want to say highly valued, but you've been appreciative of the lessons. But I do feel that this collective, you're feeling quite blessed and protected. But the question is, how do you feel about this person? So this collective, that means you're not holding on to anger. So I don't know why I'm getting spicy in this reading, but you've got a center over you about this connection. You're seeing the lesson they've provided you, which is beautiful. Which means you've had your internal growth, but you're guarded. So you do... Okay, this is what I'm feeling. I don't want to say protection mode. I think you're being very realistic. I feel this collective, you've been on this journey for a while, right? I think you're trying to find the positive of the situation. I think you're trying to understand, no matter how much pain, hurt, you're blessed by this situation. It's evolved you. You found your wings of grace. You found your alchemy, your connection to your ancestry, your bloodline, your spirit team, your higher self, God creator, whoever you pray to. You have now found a devotion for self through your enlightened path, right? I always say, if you devote up there, devote to yourself, you are one sovereignty, right? Whatever's going on, even in your path, your birth, like there's something here, the right collective, even though you've got your guard up, even though it's like you're letting go of resentment, it's not that there's not frustration, but you're reaffirming your mind. You know what I'm seeing in my mind? Someone just walking and it's like they come up in your mind and you're like, F you. Like, I saw that so clearly. Don't make it fit. But it's in those little moments you have like a little, you go within, you reaffirm, no, Thank you for this journey. Thank you for how it unfolded. I wouldn't be who I am today. So it's like, it's not that there's not this little bit of in you, but when it comes out, you're reaffirming your mind into the lesson of this situation, right? Collective, it'll make sense. Don't make it fit, right? This makes sense with the wings of grace. So it's not that you're learning a valuable lesson, and you're seeing through everything you endured through this, unfortunately, how much anger and resentment you did pile on in your soul because of all you excused for so long. But you're starting to understand your lessons and your choices in this, not just blaming them. So that's why when the resentment or frustration comes out, you're reaffirming. Beautiful. Beautiful. But your guard is up, walls up, cautious. You've been hurt before, maybe a lot of times. But your guard is coming down. I can feel it. I don't know if you know it, but I can feel it, especially with what I was just saying. It's not that it's not there, but in the moments of, you just understand why, right? And it's funny because I went to say with this, highly value, and I stopped myself. It's like, you don't highly value them, moved on. You're trying. I felt it. And they can dead end path. Don't make this fit. Don't make this fit. Don't just say, yeah, moving on. And you talking to myself, moved on came out. And I said, this is where you really do not make this detail fit. The right collective, you've really dead end path. This is done. And this is why it's easy for you now to see the lesson in it. And when you would be seeing them as a lesson. When they come over you, you're like, no, this person, look what they did to me. Look at how much I've grown because of this connection. But this collective, you are, every time that you're affirming your mind into acceptance, and you're not the what if anymore. This may not be completely solidified, I've moved on, but boy oh boy are you trying your hardest, right? Focused on your feelings. I don't want to say you're unaffected, but you're not interested in the games anymore, and you definitely are detaching. You are. I can see. I'm going to get your energy next before we get this and your heart space, and then we're going to get your tarots. Okay, let's see this person's emotion towards you right now. Okay, nerve. They would be, oh gosh, maybe they're feeling you're a little bit, I've got to see what that's with. This says self-interest, self-absorbed, narcissistic traits. I just can't see how they would think that about you with all their other cards, but unless they're reflecting on their behavior, they could. Boundaries, the stop, not today. I think it's deep reflection of them. I'm not going to lie, all the mind games, all the arguments, the playing the mind game, the silent treatment, the aggressive outbursts, the reactions. Okay, let's get one more for this selfish. It's them. Oh, they could feel there's something here about gossip and all of that kind of stuff. I do think they've got shame over that. Criticized, picked on, degraded, belittled, how they were not. I think that's them. Watch from the beginning, because this is something that clown row was sticking out. So I think they did some silly things here. No one cares that I'm out of defective. I want one more for that. Just the theme of this forgiveness, wanting forgiveness for it. I knew it. Because just the theme, there's no way they could be thinking that. That's good that they're in reflection of their arrogant behavior. I don't want to say they could question if they're a narcissist. They're wanting to build a bridge and reconcile. This is why they're nervous. That clown magnifying row, that's big. Forgive and forget. We all make mistakes. They're ready to talk, want to make amends, confession. But these boundaries, the games, the silent treatment. Let's see these boundaries, because this is what they're growing butterfly with, right? But remember what's behind them at the moment. So they're not seeing everything clearly. They're attached. Limerence. They're attached. Am I in limerence? They're fixated, obsessed, clinging on. Bond, strong fondness, feels like love, can't detach. They're hooked on you right now. So they're just replaying last conversation. Self-doubt. Self-doubt. But you know what I saw with this, the witchcraft, the memories, how you're highly protected. That's something they're going over. That makes sense. They were blaming you for all their karma, this collective, but now they're in self-doubt, wings of weakness. Okay. All right, what I'm going to quickly do, I want to get those mystic rows for you guys. I want to see what's actually around your heart space, and then we're going to get into tarot here. Then I want to see what is coming for your connection. Like I said, this one's going to be a long one. Grab a little snacky or a nice warm tea. Why am I seeing a nice chamomile tea? You could love chamomile tea. I love chamomile tea. All right. I'm just going to quickly cleanse this and shuffle it. Oh, let me just shuffle these two. That self-indulgence wanted to, and then we're going to do you quickly. I had to put my hair up. I was getting a hot flash. Okay, as I was shuffling you guys. And it's winter here in Australia. Okay. You could be getting a few hot flashes at the moment. You got it! This is your perspective. Twin flame but being blindfolded. Maybe you're re-examining. Again, watch the whole thing. Makes sense with the blessed but moving on. This whole journey. More embracing this journey for self, right? Feel blinded to something here. You are upset. So, blinded to a certain truth. You could know that they're watching you online, or definitely feeling it. Watching you online, wanting to know something. I think you're definitely trying to know more about self right now in this period. But I wasn't feeling that this collective was shattered at all. I want one more for that. Maybe you are. That's your middle row. Maybe you have felt, they feel you've moved on. Maybe you think that, or this person hasn't moved on, so you bottled up. Maybe this is something you think is going on, or in the past, maybe it shattered you. There's something here, you're bottling up emotion. You are bottling things up, keeping things inside. You're not opening up anymore. Breaking free from illusions. This shattered's important. I think you've been shattered for... Remember what I just said before, this collective, you're walking down the street and having a random... Right? Talking to myself, I was saying there is something here you're reflecting on how much you had bottled things up. Because remember I was explaining the blessed with you guarded, moving on. It's like you're having those little flashes of, but then you're turning to trying to understand and reaffirm your mind of the blessed energy with this whole situation, right? So I do think this collective, you're starting to realize, unfortunately, how much you did endure through, how much shattered emotion you actually had bottled up. Like you're starting to realize now the actual resentment and anger you've accumulated in your soul here. The sad, all coming from sadness though. But again, you do feel blinded to something at the moment. You feel like you're not seeing something properly. This is too risky, too much of a gamble now. You've got a poker face on. You're not showing your feelings anymore. This does say rolling the dice. They did get a hand of cards as well. I do think you have a poker face. But the thing is, this collective... Remember when I was reading your emotion cards and I said the moved on? You may not think you've... But you're trying so hard to really, really release this now. You're really trying your hardest to just come into acceptance and see this person as a lesson in this lifetime for your personal growth. You would be kind of changing your views on this whole journey. Don't make it fit. I think you're starting to claim this journey, and this is, again, when magic happens, as self. You're breaking free from thinking that this journey is only valid if you have a reconciliation with your person. You're starting to really more see this journey as it was all about breaking free from the shackles that have held me back life after life. They were literally sent to me to discover and find my internal me. And I think it's hard for you to accept that. And I think this is where you fall in and out of thinking you want them back, but then you're affirming, no, it was a lesson, I'm blessed. It's like you're really trying your hardest to more make this journey about you, which is a beautiful thing. Because it all starts with you first, right? I actually think that's a good outlook. But you do feel a little bit blinded and confused. But the way you're affirming yourself for internal strength, understanding why, and understanding now how angry this journey really has made you. And now it's time to release the anger. Now it's time to release the hurt. By focusing on self, you're seeing this whole situation as too risky. It's going to now, if anything happens, alter your progression. I like it. Like, for the internal focus, I mean. Not the scarcity, but the internal focus. It's good. Fired up. Witchcraft, so you both. This is a double whammy. Watch from the beginning. I do think you think there's energy, because I remember saying that. I remember right at the start, that is where it came over me. I'm reading masculine first, and I stopped myself from the beginning. But you could think there's negative energy, someone impacting you energetically, watching you. They're piercing through my veil. I know they are. They're trying to manifest me subliminal, especially if you've been finding so much strength. I explained it in the first part. Twin journey. Triggered! That's what I mean. You are like, nah, trauma bond. But then again, you're not wanting... This is where the... Oh, ew, and you're like, no, blessed, right? But it's triggering you. Flashbacks, trauma bond, all the inner wounding. All the inner wounding. This was to heal me. That means any twin flame message, anything, you'd be like, get it away from me, right? You would be so irritated by it all. You're detaching from the label. You're detaching from it. Toxic. It was to heal my toxicity. Like, that's the category you're trying to put it in. But then the habit of wanting, it's like your reconciliation, no, it's for self. Reconciliation, no, it's for self. It's like you're really trying to find your strength. It's good. It's good. You're coming into true acceptance. Blinded. Oh, this is sad. Thinking they were your anchor for so long. How long you held it together. How long you were holding on. But now the heaviness and how it changed you up. You're so sad you didn't take off this blindfold sooner. And it's this middle row. Because you can feel now, we talk about it all the time, the anger and frustration through everything we endure through. And if we release it sooner rather than later, we don't get to this point of, oh, ew, when we think about them, right? Big focus for this. As a reader, I'm not here to tell you how to feel, I'm here to confirm it. You've had these thought patterns of recent, or even just before watching this. And I always say I might word it differently, right? I might not be wording it how you're saying it, but it's like the feeling you're getting at the moment. You're frozen here. This is what's frozen you. The pain. The sadness, the broken heart, was this an illusion, keeping things inside so long, not opening up, the deception of it all, whatever this side piece. I think that card's irrelevant, to be honest. Talking to myself, you got frozen here, and I was saying, I don't think you realize this is your middle row. This bottled up, this shattered, you're frozen in it. This side piece, I think that's kind of irrelevant, that card. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it's sticking out like a sore thumb, unless they're, I guess, influences and all of that came out. But anyway, I was saying, this is probably why you think this is so impossible to just accept. But no. Look what your poor soul has now stored, which makes me think this, right, collective, you've probably been on this journey for years, because I don't think you've realized how much pain you've held on to for so long, right? Because unfortunately, you were under the veil of, that's my twin flame, I need to unconditionally love them, which we talk about all the time, rubbish, right? It's not that, because then you endure through all this shit, and then you get to a point, you're this bottled up and this angry and this like, oh, and it's just so hard for you to accept, right? Like, accept self, accept the situation as is, not have anger, not blame this, not think that they're a narcissist, an avoidant, a fearful avoidant, or this, or that. Like, you just start, like, it's a mess. This collective, be patient with yourself. You're breaking free from a very long habit here. And how you're doing it is magic. I felt it as I was reading your emotion cards. You may not even understand the power of just that little transition, right? That when they're like, you know, it was a beautiful lesson. It grew me. I'm not going to hold anger, right? I'm learning my lesson of my true journey in this lifetime. That is a blessing, a painful blessing, but the blessings in disguise are the best blessings, right? How you're affirming, you will break free from this. And because it is frozen, icebox, I got an icebox where my heart. Is that a Marion song? Or Marion, however you say his name. It'll start to thaw soon. But because it is here, again, I don't think you realize how much pain is created for you. All right, too risky now. I hope, why did I just see a cord getting, I hope you haven't done cord cutting. If you're a true divine, you know not to do that stuff. No judgment on anyone that does, but true 20s, true divines, you know this. High priestess energy. We don't play with no one's energy. We let the universe, and I always say, you cut out a lesson, you're going to get that lesson if it's destined to you. Harder. And P.S. True soul connections, divine, you cannot just snip them out. They've been bound to you life after life. You think snipping a cord's going to do anything? No, it's going to impact you more. Especially divines, you one. You're cutting yourself. Okay. Oh. You'd be cursing signs. Be like, get them away from me. This risky, no, poker face. Maybe you're like really not paying attention. Dismissing the signs. Or you're not noticing, or when you do notice them, you just, again, it's not like before. Before, when you guys first activate, so you're like, this for signs. What was his name? Go Gadget? Mr. Gadget? With this. Why have I seen that? Go Gadget. Nah, you're disregarding, you're ignoring, you're looking for another way, you're dismissing those signs. Since talking to myself, I said maybe you really are at the point you are going to start dating again, but again, it's risky. You're questioning, am I healed enough for this? But then that coffee date's at the bottom. All right, this witchcraft. The little lantern, October, spirit. Good. I think you're turning to spirit. Good. There's a reason we say everything. You've done a transition through this. Nah, you're protected. Or maybe you're doing protection work for you right now because you can feel someone entering. Egg clans protecting your home. Salt lines around your home. Selenite on your door frame. Salt shower, salt bath. You're protecting yourself, connecting to... I love that. Trusting in the divine guardian angel. You know you're shielded. So you're not doing cord work. Maybe you went to and you're like, no. I love that. That is magic, because it shows you're coming into your true divine flow. Good. I always say when you guys first activate, you're discovering your magic. It's like it's so enticing and hypnotic. You're starting to understand the power of self, but you guys need to break free from that. Okay. Your heart space. We split that on new energy. All right. Your heart space. Wow, that's way too many. Oh. It's too many, but the moving on, trying to be happy, trying to kind of live in the moment, all the karmic triggers, the turmoil, the resentment, the heartbreak, the pain, the shocking attack, stabbed in the back, dragonfly, adapt, change, heal. I don't think you found anything out just yet, more about self. But then you do have soul contract being activated and reflecting on soul connection, what it really means to you, especially having karmic and soulmate there. I'm seeing that love as you. This is about unconditional love, but it's about oneness, wholeness, passion for self. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, attraction. I don't think you think you're ready for love. I feel every time you do think you're ready, you're like, oh no, risky, I need more healing. So which means I don't think your icebox is completely melted just yet, but I do think you're getting there. I do think you're focusing more on self, which is good. Self-indulgence, as we said it. Focusing on self-worth. 2 first cards, self-worth. Love it. Shadow work, self-appreciation. Time to heal. Heal properly. Heal properly. Not heal with a band-aid label, right? Twin flames. Go. Oh, you want to hope not. We did say narcissist a few times. They ain't got the selfish card. You could be. Remember I said it's like you're feeling, fuck you, and then you're being blessing. Every time the sadness, the uncertainty, they're self-absorbed, they're this, they're that, you reaffirm. Please watch the whole thing, because it is in your heart space. There is frustration. Like you're seeing them as a golden mirror right now, but you're trying not to. Talking to myself, golden mirror separation. I said it's sad. We don't want, but this collective, you're trying your hardest when this comes over you to be like, no, I was blessed. This was a lesson. You're trying not to have all this resentment and anger. And again, it shows, your heart space isn't happy. You're remembering the acts, all the silent treatment, the abandonment. You are like, I'm stopping this pattern. No more. This makes sense with why you feel this is so risky. Love in general is just too risky. You don't want it again. All right, let's confirm. There is an obsession over self, right? I think that's over self. Addicted to self. That's what I heard straight away. And because you are putting all this love into yourself, what are you breaking free from? The obsession phase. I think for so long you're starting to realize you just are so focused on this and truly ignoring everything it was really making you feel. How long you held it together, but the heaviness. You've got, look at this, you've got the separation, the acts, and you've got the heartbreak card, but you're actually healing. Again, not putting the label over it. Focusing on self-worth, shadow work, self-appreciation. I wish I did it at the start. I wish I didn't chase. Look what you're healing. This is what you're properly healing now. That's what you're properly healing. And remember that part I said, if you only did it sooner, but you weren't meant to, right? But when it does come over you, the affirming, and it shows how far you've really come. But this separation, it's definitely on your mind. I mean, you've got 3 of them. You've got, I think there's only 4 about separation. You've got 3 of them on your spread. Soul connection, soul contract, golden mirror, separate. Was this just a lesson? Have I learnt my lesson? But your soul contract is activating right now in this outlook for a reason. Give you strength. And this, you got twin flames. So you got twin flames, the axe. But that's you right now. What? triggered. Stopping the pattern. Axe. Don't make it fit. But then when you're doing it in anger, you're trying to soften and reaffirm in a positive way. Biggest message for main collective. Biggest message. You're not feeling the frustration. You're trying to redirect it in a positive, accepting way. Okay, I just want to get their perspective on you, your perspective on them. And then we're going to see what's coming next in this connection. And I am going to have to quickly see what's being activated in your soul contract as well. Okay. So, we're going to get your perspective on them. 8. They could be an 8. You could be an 8. Karma. Like life path or personal year. All right, your perspective. I want to see your perspective on them, their perspective on you, and then universe's perspective on you. But just quickly, we'll just get 3 cards each. Your perspective on them. Oh, I saw that 7 of Cups in reverse. Is you think you're seeing things clearly, finally, but remember the blindfold. There's something about your inner knowing, your claircognizance right now. Oh, that they're temperamental. All the influence and opinions. Wounded feminine keeps themselves in an ivory tower. Devil. Oh, 9 of Cups in reverse. Selfish, self-indulgent, excessive. Yeah, you're not seeing them the best. But this is where I think, again, I am feeling that... I'm surprised nothing. Let's actually confirm these, because remember that blessed card. You feel this person. I don't think you think they'll ever change. But then you've got hope. 7 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands. Yes, you could think that they're selfish and it's kind of my life, don't really care about anyone but themselves. But I do think there's parts of you that really hope they lock in and stop listening to the influences around them and get their kind of life together. You know they've got the strength to do it if they're focused. And as well, back to you, blessed. They made you lock in. They made you get to the top of your Mount Everest. They made you break free from the shackles of 3D, 85% of the population. Oh, that's good. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Less is more. You're trying to be mindful here. You're trying not to hold on to this. And again, I always see that as Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Over the ring. My precious. Just that obsessive, possessive, like fixated emotion. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I more feel that's you and the release you're coming into. Less is more. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel this is you, the releasing. The less is more. I'm not going to focus on this. Stubborn, strong-willed, too many people's opinions around this. This is an off-limits thing. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Too repetitive. We always replay the same cycle. It never delivers. It makes me feel stuck. What's the point of this, right? I really felt this was you, and I couldn't get any other message for them as I was looking at this. So I wanted to confirm, and it makes sense. This is your release of the situation, and this is why you're starting to realize this does not deliver and has not delivered in the way I ever envisioned. I don't want to be frozen in this no more. Nine of Cups in reverse. I'm going to read that both ways. Page of Cups both ways. Are they healing? Aren't they? You're sick of questioning it. You're sick of excusing it for wounding and trauma, and you feel manipulated here. Then, of course, you have moments of thinking, I hope that they heal. I hope that they find the best for themselves. But even then, Page, your own clouded judgment and naivety towards this. How were you blinded to this Nine of Cups in reverse, right? I think you want the best, but there's still frustration. But the best thing about this, it's how you're trying to get out of it, and you will. You're doing it in a positive way. Okay, let's see how they see you, and then I'm going to see how Spirit sees you both. Justice. You could be a Libra. I did it again. Justice. Make sense. Wings of weakness. You're shining in truth, balance, right, wrong. And I heard this, bringer of karma. But I do think that they've seen your development here through your purple curtain. There's a balance in you right now. But again, the chains of doubt, the weakness, confession on their mind. Okay. How's this person seeing collective? I think that's what creates their nerves, that justice energy. But your integrity too. Okay, Eight of Swords. So they could think that, unfortunately, I think they have memories of you tunnel visioning in certain things when you believe certain things to be true, especially if it is something to do with truth or it's something to do with right and wrong, and you feel like you're onto something, maybe hard for you to drop. I do think they're in a mental prison over you with all of the like the decks that we've used, but I do think they sometimes question this. So that means there's some things in their mind you're holding on to that aren't true, right? And it's like they just can't make you believe that, like, you don't trust them in some of their truths. But then Eight of Wands, your life would be about Eight of Wands though, in alignment, creating a very good foundation for yourself. Whenever they check on you, pains them, you just evolve. I think for a long time they thought they would get communication from you as well, which clearly hasn't happened. But again, wanting to come through, but your rapid change, again, every time they see you, there's a change in you, right? Makes sense with this Justice card here. They could really think your life's taking off. Again, their chains of doubt, wings of weakness, them, the things that they're chasing just fall apart, comparing. I think this one's big. I think there's certain things here that it's that kind of, what's the point, the unsent messages, will you even listen, will you even hear me all the way out, will you believe what I'm saying? You'd be kind of no nonsense person in their mind. Justice. There's something big here they're focusing on with truth because of that confession energy. It's so odd, this Eight of Wands, it's got leaves on it, and I'm hearing blooming, blossoming. It's like with every opportunity you bloom, you blossom, right? Oh, Seven of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands, the perspective. We always talk about it, and I just said it with this. You're holding on to a perception. Will you listen? When it comes to certain things you see, especially when it's to do with right and wrong behavior, in your mind, if you believe your truth to be true, unfortunately, you can lack some compromise and deep understanding. Don't make it fit. This is their perception. Worried about the Five of Wands, the chaos that it'll bring. I always say how I've allocated this. You're in your truth. They're in their truth. Too many cooks in the kitchen not listening to each other, right? Not listening to each other's truth. So it becomes competitive, it becomes combative, it becomes chaotic. There is something about your justice perception with Eight of Swords. When you're stuck in something, it's like they feel they can't get through to you, right? Don't make it fit. You are, when it comes to this, again, right, wrong, integrity is a big thing for you. There's things you can't drop. And this is why your wings of grace is very important. You could be in the category of being an over-explainer, right? Especially when you've got a bee in your bonnet or you believe something you're seeing is fact. And I have to say this, for their perception to be like this, there is literally something, this collective, you are holding over this person that is not true. And you won't believe their truth. Don't make it fit, because this is not them trying to hide. This is how they see it. They just don't get it. They don't believe me. I can't make them believe me. They don't believe me, right? They see that you're not seeing something properly. It's like you're in a mental prison over something that's not even true, right? And it's created a lot of chaos with you guys. And I do think they're really worried about arguments that may come. So this is underneath your little detective. So this is underneath your Eight of Swords. You don't miss a detail. You see everything. But the thing is, you see everything and they see that it gets you trapped into things. And it could be about a third party. It could be about a friendship. It could be about an influence. There's something here, and that's a big focus for them. But there is so many little things that you have seen here that you have brought forward, but it's not true. And you won't believe them. Don't make it fit. Even as you're watching this, you're like, no, especially because you're in the veil of your perception, you'd be like, no. Even when we pulled the confession card, it's probably this, whatever you're hyper-focused on. You don't miss anything. You don't miss anything here. It's so funny because I know I'm wanting to see their perspective on you, right? But their main focus, and it makes so much sense because of this confession, it's all how you handle something. It's all about how you handle situations. That's how their focus is on you, right? Which puts so much doubt in them because you guys have already had so much friction. And if they know, like, if they're like, this will never, they just don't believe me, they'll never trust me, what's the point, right? Oh, whoa. Hierophant with Eight of Wands, spiritual master. And again, your values and your belief, and your beliefs, commitment to self. But this is also my ritualist, right? Spiritualist, ritualist, but he is my card of magic. So they could still think that you dabble in a bit of magic here. Four of Wands. I think, and he is a card of marriage and commitment as well. They could really think that you're about to, because there's something here, they're worried. They're worried you're going to move on. But I do think because remember I said they're questioning if you even believe that they're your twin flame anymore, right? They could really reflect on the broken foundation, the discord, the issues around this. But I do think that they see you like this, but I think that they think that you don't believe they are this to them because of everything that's been done. And they literally think you'd be angry at something here and just not believing them. They're creating their own issues in their mind too. This collective, I do feel you're frustrated. But I feel this person feels like they'd get their head ripped off here, right? But I do think they view you as life partner energy. But you're definitely on your way to something big with this Eight of Wands. Your prosperous foundation, community, Hierophant. Highest form of commitment, devotion. One more overall. Two more. The Magician. Tower. They would see you as that because of everything that's gone into destruction. But I will say your energy could be unpredictable in their eyes at times. But I do think they fear the Tower. Rebirth. The ending. They go over the ending all the time. The destruction. That you've let go now. You've had an epiphany too. You've rebuilt your castle, your indestructible foundation. And I think there's a fear if they come through and you really do this, that it's that no more second chances. Is it really done? There could still be a little bit of hope that they're holding on to. But if they get this from you, that means it's really done, right? A lot of fear when they think of you, especially over a conversation that needs to be had. Love you to bits, but that is the block. All right, let's see how Spirit's seeing you both. All right, I just want to see how Spirit is viewing their energy right now, please. Oh, Sun! That's great! They are coming into illumination, focusing on truths. Infinite potential. Oh, but Three of Swords, their heartbreak. It makes sense. It's such a big focus on them, but the sun is starting to shine over it. Remember all the red cards? That inner flame is going to ignite, right? Stop it. They got the two happiest cards in the deck. It's just this. And I feel Spirit sees this for collective. I do think this person's focusing on stability. They've got marriage as such a focus here as well, and foundation, their stability. It's just this heartbreak. I feel this person's starting to evolve and wanting so much more out of their life. And this collective, you seem to be a big puzzle piece in what they want in their life now that they are ready for it, right? They could be transitioning out of a year 5, personal year 5, I just heard. Like coming into a year 6. One more. Page. They're still. I was staring at this. They're developing, right? When it comes to their healing, they're still developing, but I do think they're really focused on growth, and there's this romantic sparkle starting to come back into them. They're starting to focus on their heart space, but I do think they're still bound to a bit of clouded judgment. And I do think they have a bit of a naive approach on some things here. But they're developing. You're questioning if they've started their healing journey. They have started it. Let's get one more for this. They're starting to see this heartbreak differently. They definitely want to apologize, but is it going to come in the right way? Look what's underneath the surface, but you really intimidate them. One more for this Page of Cups. Tower. They could be going through a tower, rebuilding their life. Forward movement. They've got forward movement from the pain, the destruction. They're so focused on a tower with you. I think they're ripping through layers slowly but surely, but it's been tough for them. They deal with heartbreak differently to you. And unfortunately, how they view a tower, it's in kind of a little bit of a clouded lens. They're not seeing tower properly, and you can see it with you. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear. but I do think they'll break out of it, and I think this is pushing them, right? They're wanting better, they're wanting stability, they're wanting permanence, they're wanting foundation, they're wanting commitment, they're wanting this in all areas of their life, but they do need tweaking over this heartbreak and this Tower that's happened. This Page of Cups I do think is evolving. High Priestess. Let's get one more. Eight of Pentacles both ways. I think they're dedicating, but sometimes they feel stuck. Sometimes they feel like it's just a never-ending story, trying to heal, trying to see. But I do think they're dedicating to themselves. You're seeing them as an Eight of Pentacles in reverse. But the reason they haven't been delivering, because they haven't been seeing things properly, it hasn't been intentional. Like, for them to just be activated in a Page of Cups, there's still a lot of emotional development. But again, what am I? Fragile situation, right? They're trying. They're trying. Okay, let's see you guys. How Spirit's seeing you. Oh, Queen of Swords. Don't be Ice Queen. Queen of Pentacles, beautiful, caring, nurturing, but she still protects her heart. Just ground your emotion. You're in truth-seeking, Wheel of Fortune, destiny. Babe, you've got the wheel around you right now. You're pushing forward. Your wheel is turning. Makes sense with your yellow cards. You've been working really hard. Hermit, as I said, working really hard, and right now it makes sense with you're still, there's something you're going through, another little bit of a hermit's journey. Your star's about to shine though, right? You really, divine intervention, divine timings at play in your life. There's a reason you're going through this outlook, but you are coming into a completely different perspective, a higher perspective on the whole situation. That's one of the biggest things I was feeling for you. You're still puttering along, right? Temperance. Queen of Cups. You're emotionally connected. You're centered. Your intuition and psychic abilities would be off tap right now, but I think just sometimes when you tunnel vision, you can see things, unfortunately, a little bit misconstrued. But you have a balance of your emotion, and I felt that as I was, you feel the hurt, but you're trying to find the compassion and understanding for it, right? Just be careful of that Queen of Swords that comes over you. They're being fussy with your cards. World! Stop it! So you are coming into a new cycle. You're coming into a completion from so many cycles that unfortunately enduring icebox, not learning from. You're shining accomplished. Remember that fortune weaver. It's like there's nothing huge happening, but you're in this force of energy. I always say she's a force field. She's the generator of energy. There's a wholeness in you. I think you're breaking free from your illusions. You are finding strength. This is part of this. I do think we're still a little bit blinded when it comes to your heart space. But I do think you've delved in deep to that ancestral discovery. You're really starting to discover self. And I do think you're releasing anxiety and fear, baby steps. You're breaking free from illusions that have kept you bound for so long. But it's sad because you're seeing this as one big fat illusion, and that's not the case. There's just something that needs tweaking here, right? But it's your process. It's your process. This is how you're clearly coming into acceptance of it all. And look what it's generating behind you. So however you're dealing with this, it isn't incorrect. It isn't incorrect because you're closing out cycles. You've got the wheel in your favor. Just be careful you don't be bounded by anxiety, fear, and deceiving your mind with whatever's entering. Okay. You're clearly someone, again, even this person sees it. When you're focused and you think you can see something, it's like it's you won't drop it. I want one more for this moon. Emperor energy or masculine, but stubbornness in reverse, very stubborn over certain things. Strength in reverse, indecisive, self-doubt. It comes from self-doubt, not believing in self. Let's get that strength up. When it comes to this moon, as soon as it's up, it takes your power away. It takes your compassion away, your confidence. It's something you don't have. Just relieve it, right? It all comes from self-doubt. Compassion, infinite potential. Remember, when it comes over you, you don't know how to guide it properly. Remember, upright female magician knows how to tame the ferocious lion, guide the internal, external hurricane constructively. When you're in reverse over something you think you can see for fact, you don't know how to guide your emotion, and it could be coming from control issues, trying to control something, trying to push for answers that aren't even need to be said because it's not for fact, right? The universe is saying you need to soften this. As soon as you get trapped in something you cannot see, especially something you cannot see but you think you can see, it brings out this hurricane in you. No more. And it all comes from self-doubt. Tame, wings of grace, wings of freedom. Be free from this. And don't be influenced by other people's opinions as well, with whatever you sometimes can tunnel vision into labels on they're this, they're that, or even advice from friends and family. Okay. All right, let's Six of Wands at the bottom. Let's see what's coming in this connection. Then we're going to get divine timing cards. Do I just get a couple of soul contract cards for you, just quickly, to see what's being activated in this cosmic window, soul contract right now? Let's just get a couple of them. Sorry, this reading's going for a long time. I'll just get 5 of these. Oh my God, we split it on proposal, engagement. 10 of Cups. But you need confidence. All right, just 5 cards, please. Right now, this soul contract energy. The message, but it should be creating a green light if handled properly. All right, so we've got Temperance. So this is a timing card, next 2 weeks to a month. The islands, but it's always been protected. The islands needed to be there. And with this here, I think you've got start of a new season. That's your middle one. Yes, take inspired action. New beginning. The don't worry, be happy. Prosperity, a change in direction, birth of a son, luck is on your side, be easygoing, moving on from the shoot, especially with new season, a message, movement, visitor, but green light, progression, full speed ahead. But don't rush. But again, this whole situation that's approaching in your contract, you need to, and you're starting to understand why the islands were here, why the separate, you're starting to get it. This will be released when you're really, really in acceptance. You're already moving towards it with this Temperance. You're working so hard on it and you don't even know why. They're waiting for you to be centered, right? 1st of the 9th, 9th of the 1st, 5th of the 9th, 5th of the 1st, vice versa, 21st of the 5th, 21st of the 1st or the 9th. I only wanted 5, but hold on, I'm quickly going to confirm them. Temperance, strength upright. They're waiting for you to get your strength upright, right? Sagittarius, Leo, fire sign. 7 to 14 days, lessons for self. Keep going through what you're going through. Watch your whole reading. And everything we said about that strength, they're waiting for you to be able to tame the ferocious lion, the hurricane, right? Compassion, understanding, confidence, infinite potential, Temperance. talking to myself. The garden came out with the islands. This is why it needed to be done. And this collective, you know it. Horn, blessed. Every time you're thinking of this, you go to the blessed, the lessons. You needed to build your community. You needed to build everything around you. And even if there was dating and this, it all needed to be done. It all needed to be done. This is where the acceptance is coming over collective. You're bringing that strength upright and temperance upright. Then for this start of the season, what do you need? Your beautiful, mystic, soft, compassionate, healed energy. Your beautiful, balanced, emotional self, enchanting, sensitivity, fluidity, compassion, diving deep, healing, intuition, romance. This is what's going to help this new cycle. So it's all you guys. It's you guys. This first row is so important. They're wanting that center in you once again. And you're getting there. You're getting there. The letter, don't worry, communication, don't worry, be happy. The leap of faith is coming. The writing, communication, making contact, emails, written documents, whatever it is. 27th of the 7th of July. Movement. Feminine energy. You literally need your feminine energy to make this go forward. So what are they waiting for? To get, you get it? But to really go back into, like, really understand this all needed to happen, right? You're letting go of anger and resentment by doing what you're doing. Intuition, romance, psyche, recognition, divine feminine energy. Beautiful. You'd be so drawn to the moon right now. I find all of you guys are, but more than none, you're really... Okay. Let's get these... The breakup. Oh, and see each other as new, the little Cupid. All right. Oh, temptation of the odds. So field of influence is going to come over. We talk about this all the time. This is why they're trying to really get you. You'll still be a little bit tempted to not move forward with temperance and strength. But ascending. Good. Good. The message, we know that's on its way. Cupid treated as new. Oh, the bad games. Hold on, that's what needs to be new. Hold on, I want one more for that. Mixed signals, manipulation, immature behavior, dishonesty, strung along, bad intention. You want to hope that's what's evolving. Bad games. They are in Page of Cups. They could... Oh, no, good luck is on your side. Good. I feel that's what's transitioning. But see how I went straight to negative then? That's probably what your mind's going to be. Because the temptation of the old, right? To act how your old cycles... Remember, you're in wheel and world right now. So however you would have approached this in the past, just do it differently. And how we started this reading... Obsessed and stress, sitting on a decision. You need to sit on a decision before moving forward. Good luck is on your side. Things are manifesting. Blessed connection, fortune, lucky break, good opportunity. You've got wheel on your side, lucky break. A great chance, a joyful occasion. What are you going to be tempted by? Ooh, finances. Fire with passion. Don't move with passion, accelerated emotion, guide, and lustful approach. Maybe. Don't be doing that. And something financial here. Prioritizing money over love. I'm hearing temptation of off balance. I'm hearing the off balance, not maintaining balance. Divines, you guys have not to completely get... I can't see how you'd get distracted. I think you're going to have your guard up. Be careful. I'm seeing this as codependence. This is what's going to be tempted. It's not even that, maybe not even reaction. Maybe the way this comes in, it's kind of hypnotic. Maybe for you, just don't be codependent. Don't be completely locked in too quickly. Make sure you're maintaining balance here. Or it could be on the other spectrum. You do have your guard up and you're just like, bugger this, I'm going to focus on work and the things I can control. They're in a Page of Cups, so even though this is good, I know you've got confession, but it's not going to be I don't think it's going to be completely deep, and like it might trigger you a little bit how it comes in. It could go either way. You're either going to be completely hooked and invested and let other things drop away, or I want one more. Balance. That's the first thing I heard. It needs balance. You're going to be tempted to throw everything out the window, if you know it or not, is showing you what you still need to heal. Don't be codependent on this, and make sure every other area of your life is maintaining balance. Work, I always say, the right love, we can maintain balance. Very important, because if you start to get distracted and you start to, important things fall off, what will happen? Just how the has had control of your veils the whole time, they'll pop in again, because you can't be thrown off your path. Neither can this person. So that means this is going to be hypnotic for you. It's risky. It does say take a chance, leap of faith, but playing with fire, ascend slowly but surely, don't rush. So even though it's coming in different than it's come in before, I feel the divine still on top of this, especially because you've got the wheel at play here. I wouldn't get consumed. I feel this collective, it's going to be quite easy for you to get consumed, which is a bit odd with what you're going through right now. That means this person still really, really has a big key to your heart. Because the strength I'm feeling throughout your reading to this, completely different. It's to test you, especially if a pattern in your life is to lose yourself for love. Cycles. You may think that you've broken free from that, but have you been tested with it again? You're going to see if you've really healed that. You're ascending, I'm hearing it, nothing set in stone. It's how you deal with this next. And this is why not just them new, you need to be new. Yes, real love, but baby steps, slow and steady, don't rush. Slow and steady, don't rush. That's your middle row. So this person wanting to talk, having something to say, expression, you're going to have to really, really, it's you guys. It's a lesson for you, baby steps. Take it slow, do not rush. If things are starting to become off balance and you're starting to get distracted, you need to be self-aware enough to see, holy moly, I'm starting to become codependent. I'm falling back into obsessive love, 0 to 100. This is something I need to be transparent about, because you guys have a chapter of healing. I need to be transparent and clear with my intention, and I need to open up about this vulnerability with this person and say, whatever it is, I love you to bits. I want to talk to you all day, every day. It's not healthy for me. This is something I'm trying to heal. I don't want to lack consistency in my life. I want to make sure I've got balance in all areas, whatever the case, but you need to be transparent and open. You're going to be tested with this collective. Baby steps or rushing. If you rush this and other things fall away, boom, divine. Real love, you can take it slow. Don't have fear. It's abandonment. And that acts energy. Stop the patterns. It's in your heart space for a reason. Cupid. This needs to be both of you. Pros and cons, from the old to the new. Slow. Slow, slow, slow. Be aligned. Are you going to present new version? I always say, it's not like you're just going to be kumbaya. You're going to feel it, but it's learning how to ride the wave of what you're feeling and triggers. This collective, you're going to be so tempted to get back into old version, because I don't think you've had a big love test. It's going to take a lot of strength, and to see how far you've come, to pull yourself up and say, I don't want to approach it how I've always approached it. I want to be aligned. I want to trust that we can take it slow without me having fear this person's going to leave, or abandonment, or this or that. I need to ride the wave of this. I need to show my soul I'm not my trauma. Don't fall short to your axe energy. Watch the whole thing. That's making sense why it's activated in your heart space. Everything you're going through right now without this person, it's actually, believe it or not, it's that temperance, that strength, it's to deal with this. It's to deal with this, the acceptance, the lessons of this. You're going to need to implement all of that when this comes around. All of it. Your code and abandonment is 1,000 1000% going to come up. Your shadow's going to come up and tempt you. But this is what healing is. Seeing the shadow before moving with the shadow. It's here. But I'm not my trauma. I'm not afraid I'm going to get abandoned. I know my worth. If it's meant to be, it'll be. I'm going to ride the wave. I'm going to do it properly this time. I'm not going to repeat my past cycles in love, rushing love, getting to the top, having nowhere to go but down. I'm going to take it slow because this means too much to me to rush. Feel the shadow, redirect the shadow, find the light in the shadow. Remember, healing, it's not just going to disappear and you're never going to get triggered again. You're going to get triggered, but how do you deal with it now? Life doesn't get easier, but we learn how to deal with life, emotion. Make sense? Embrace it. Don't be scared of it. That's your lesson here. Good luck. The cleanup, complete change. This is why you're going to want to rush it too. Clean up from all the drama, all the confession. Don't rush. Don't rush. All the bad games, but owning the mess to clean up, finally. Always having the emotions running on high, the over-explaining, the 5 of Wands. This is where you've got luck on your side, but you need to believe it. You need to believe it. This is true love. You can take baby steps. And you need to, this is how you heal your abandonment. This is how this collective you've been healing, yes, but I don't think you've had love tests, right? You have to walk through the fire. And I always say, chapter of healing. You guys, a chapter of your healing is literally that. Learning from that. All right, this reading has gone for so long. Last deck, I'm just going to get you a couple of these and then we're closing it off. Soulmate, soul connection. Don't lead with attraction and passion. That's going to be your fireworks. That's going to be your issue. They're confirming it. Yes, this is your soulmate. You are we know it's coming soon. Within this week, you're activating your strength, right? It could become, I don't even want to say what time. This collective you need, there's something, this whole reading is coming. It's literally for this last part. All those lessons that are coming within you now, right now, and how you're, moving through it, seeing love, seeing this situation. It's all so you don't rush this. There is a reason that axe energy is in you right now. You're wanting to stop the pattern. You're not wanting to go through it again. So remember it when your emotions coming over you, when your codependency is taking hold, right? It's all for a reason. Don't make the same, I don't want to say mistake, but this is why you're so on top of the things that you've excused. Very soon. Don't need to rush. Okay. Release the past versions. The Cupids. The Cupid arrow. Stop the patterns. Stop the pattern. Don't hold on to the old. Don't hold on to the old because you'll be a triggered mess. You'll be fearful it's going to happen again. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. If you keep bringing up the past, that'll be another thing that, of course, you guys need to address it. But if you're choosing to start a new clean slate, you have to see each other as new versions. This is going to be a tough one. Engagement. Not straight away, but it could if you got to pass this hurdle first. One more. Get to know each other again. As we said it, that is huge. You hold on to the past, that's another thing. And this is again why you need to take it slow. Get to know each other again. Both need to make the effort. One more. Children could be topic at hand. One more. Oh, I thought that said very passion and attraction. That's, don't lead with that. I just noticed the towers at the bottom here. This could go either way for this collective. I'm going to say it. I heard it. Could go either way. Now that I've read that part, people don't understand how hard it is to break free from that accent. This is going to be a tough one. It's going to be tough. You're going to want to rush it. You both will. You both will. Dice, 3 days. And I said 3 weeks before, didn't I? 3 days, 3 weeks. 333. Golden elixir. I'm hearing, don't ignore your signs right now. Remember the signs? You're like, no. You could have just found a beautiful feather. My triple moon goddess. This came out yesterday. Special collective. Garnet. Witchy poo. The baby pearl. You got the bubblesy pearl. Little spirit baby on your shoulder. White candle wax. Scrying. Adventure. Spontaneity. Your page of wands being activated. Sparkle. Don't make things too serious. Life's already serious enough. Ride the wave. M and P and S. MSP. SMP. PSM. The new beginning with love. The pink love heart with white. If you let it, trust in the divine. Surrender it over. Just focus on internal triggers and lessons. And I have Horus. Good luck, protection by your side. Sage, maybe you just saged out your house. Okay, important dates, memories, birthdays. 3rd of the 777. Powerful. And independence. 7, yes, it's luck, it's enlightenment, but it's independence, it's intelligence, right? That's Neptune energy. A lot of emotion here. 24th of the 7th, 15th of the 2nd. (11) by itself, or 9th of the 11th, 9/11, 9th of the 11th, 11th of the 9th, 27th of the 5th, 222, duality, 1st of the 5th, 5th of the 1st. All right, I love you guys. Patience, patience. Embrace the shadow. Find the light through the shadow. Lots of love.